In this video, we are going to study about cross multiply method of solving pair of linear equations in two variables. This is the third algebraical method. First one we have studied is substitution method. Second is elimination method. And the third one we have is the cross multiply method. Last year, due to COVID conditions, this method was deleted, but keeping in mind that this year it can be asked, we are going to study this. So for this, as we know, the standard form of the pair of linear equations is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Now children, in this method you have to keep in mind that whenever we are given the pair of linear equations, just make sure that the two equations we are given should be exactly in standard form. That means the variable x, variable y and the constant all should be in same side and we should have equal to 0. If in the question the constant is given this side, then you have to transpose it here and write equal to 0. If we don't do so, then C1 and C2 will have their opposite sign, because of which the question will be wrong. So make sure that for this method particularly, both the equations should be in standard form. It is not compulsory for substitution method, it is not compulsory for elimination also, but in this method you have to keep in mind that A, B and C all should be in same side. Okay? Now, as you can see here, we have the order of A, B, C very specifically given. So we have to make sure that we always follow this order of A, B, C in the formula also. The idea of keeping ABC in mind is that in formula we are going to have AB, BC and CA. That means in the formula, in place of AB, BA cannot be written. In place of BC, CB cannot be written. In place of CA, AC cannot be written. So to memorize ABC in order, you can see here, if we write here A, B, C, then first we get A to B, then B to C, and then C to A. So it is a cyclic order, A to B, B to C, C to A. We are not going in reverse. A, B, B, C, C, A. Cyclic order. So this order we have to follow in the cross multiply method formula. Okay? Now the formula for the cross multiply method is given by x is equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. This is the formula for finding variable x. Now you can see children here that if you change the order from B to C, in place of BC if you write CB, then their numeric order will change and the entire formula will become wrong. So anyhow we have to follow this order of AB, BC and C. Okay. Similarly for Y, the formula is C1A2 minus C2A1 upon A1B2 minus A2B1. So you can memorize this formula in this way also. For x, BC minus BC upon AB minus AB, 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1. Similarly in y, CA minus CA upon AB minus AB, 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1. So you can see here the denominator a1 b2 minus a2 b1, a1 b2 minus a2 b1 is same in both the formulas. Denominator is same, only the numerator is changing. So this is the formula we are going to use for cross multiply method. Now let us take an example to solve a question with the help of cross multiply method. So I have an example here. I have 2x plus 3y is equal to 46 and 3x plus 5y is equal to 74. This is the two linear equations in two variables. Now you can see here these two equations are not in the standard form like this. So what we will do? We will transpose these constant to this side. So 2x plus 3y minus 46 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 5y minus 74 is equal to 0. Now these are the two equations of standard form. That means from these two equations we can compare the value of a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2. So by comparing these equations with the standard form, we get. This comparison is very important, so that before putting all the values in the formula, we should list all of them so that we can easily put the value directly from comparison and we will not be required to look for the values in the equations. So we have a1 is equal to 2, b1 is equal to 3, c1 is equal to minus 46 and a2 is equal to 3, b2 is equal to 5 and c2 is equal to minus 74. Now you can see, children, if you compare these values from these two equations, these two signs will come same, but these two signs of c1 and c2 will be positive if we take from this. But if we are converting them in the standard form, then sign of c1 and c2 both are changing. So this is very important that we convert into standard form. Now let us put the value of these coefficients and constants in the formula. So we have, since x is equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Children, you have to write this formula many times so that you will learn it easily. More you will practice this formula, it will be easy for you to learn easily. So let's put the value. X is equal to, now from the compared values we have b1 is equal to 3, c2 is equal to minus 74 minus b2 is equal to 5 into c1 is equal to minus 46. You can see, children, I have put the value of this c1, c2 and c1, which are minus negative values, in bracket. So you just make sure that the negative values you always keep in bracket. So if these negative values if interact with the sign we have in formula also, then we should have a clear idea that open sign is of formula and the sign in bracket is of the value. Then we have a1 b2, 2 into 5 minus a2 b1, 3 into 3. So x is equal to, now minus 74 into 3. minus 222, and minus into minus becomes plus 46 into 5. This 230 upon 2 into 5 is 10, minus 3 into 3 is 9. So x is equal to 230 minus 222 is equal to 8 upon 1, which is equal to 8. Now to find the value of y is equal to C1A2 minus C2A1 upon A1B2 minus A2B1. So y is equal to C1A2 minus 46 into 3 minus C2A1 minus 74 into 2 upon A1B2 minus A2B1. Since denominator is same in both the formulas, and in the last value in x we got the value of A1B2 minus A2B1 was 1. Directly you can write here 1. You don't need to solve it again because denominator is already same. So multiplying minus 46 into 3, minus 138, again minus into minus is plus, (148) upon 1. So y is equal to 148 minus 138 equal to 10 upon 1, which is equal to 10. That implies x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 10 is our answer by cross multiply method.